And oh yeah, by the way, can we not go live? Actually,
Oh,
What?
do you
no, it's good. Hey guys, it's Monday and we're back at it. Welcome to Rise of Tiamat. This is a 5th edition module that I run out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign because I like dragons and sometimes dungeons. So here we are.
What a great coincidence.
What a great coincidence. They're like, hey, do you like dragons and sometimes do you like dungeons? Because I got a great game for you. Hey guys, I'm Vic. I'm going to be your DM for the evening. And y'all are about to get thrown into some ice. Any announcements that we have right now? Special ones?
Not that I can think of.
Not that you could think of.
Oh, I do have one.
Okay.
On April 25th, I believe, or
Yes.
24th, that Sunday we will not have a Magic Night because we will not be doing that Sunday.
Because of a certain special boy's birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's my birthday.
it's gonna be your birthday.
Yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, it's also another special boy. It was another special boy's birthday yesterday.
Yes.
Our lovely boy Jeremiah, who might be joining us a bit later. He had something come up last minute, so we'll see how it plays out. Otherwise, life happens.
Yeah.
Other than that, hey Lynn, you've got NPCs.
I do NPC stuff. Woo!
Perfect.
Links down below. You can
Links
go
are down
check it out.
below. Go check out the Patreon. It's a lot of cool stuff. There's a very, very handsome gnomish man introduced last time.
Ooh la la.
He's very handsome. Very
Very
gentlemanly.
handsome.
He's very handsome.
Always
We get-
always courting Jemmy. It's so funny.
Always.
Subtly.
And Jemmy's like, huh. Bye.
Anyway. Yes, and we get to playtest them on Wednesday, which is hilarious.
It's
A lot of fun.
It's the best.
Yeah, so if that's it for announcements,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and roll through introductions. You over there on the couch.
Hello, everybody. I am Tabatha. I will be playing Patience, the Tiefling Sorcerer / Ranger.
You actually didn't have to think about that one. Nice.
Shut up. Because I was looking at her D&D Beyond.
I was about to
That is
ask,
the
do you have
entire
your
reason.
your cheat sheet, your little notes?
And yeah.
Yep. Just like, which Tiefling am I playing today? The father or the daughter?
And then the Holy Spirit.
That one's up there.
Hey, Tarsius, who are you playing?
It's funny because their emblem is 3 little triangles. So,
Yeah.
hi guys. I'm Jesus. I'll be playing Tarsius Chadington. He is a Minotaur barbarian fighter who's the goodest of boys, and I hope that my fur is enough to deal with the cold.
Luckily, you guys bought winter gear, so
Yes.
that'll be very important. Be a surprise tool you'll use for later.
I'm gonna put 2 socks on just in
Mystery
case.
mask tool.
Myth.
Hey, Nikki, who are you playing? Sydney.
Oh, I'm like, who the is Nikki? Hi, I'm Sydney, and I will be playing Nicodemus. I forgot who I was playing. Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the human fighter, who is just doing his level best to get on people's nerves right now.
He's certainly doing his best.
Is it working?
I don't know. Lynn, you tell me.
You're fine. But if you go overboard, I don't care.
Fair.
Anyway, I'm Lynn. I'm playing Lord Greyson Phoebus Tataric, the human wizard, conjuration wizard, and also the quartermaster of the Sea Devil,
Yes.
which means I run the ship. I just don't steer it.
You steer other things, but yes.
I steer the man steering the ship.
Correct.
Is that the rudder?
He's proficient in wands, but yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
Dual casting, thank you.
he's a dual caster, yeah. Very.
It's a funny thing because it's a feet I'm making.
So, With that being said, let's go ahead and roll our intro. Oh shit, I'm knocking things over now.
All right, rolling that intro.
Mike's on.
You mean that's
Okay.
not your favorite sibling bonding activity?
Mom, I threw up.
Mom, I threw up.
Mama fool up.
Okay.
I don't
let
feel
me-
good.
Oh wow, that's nice. I put a whole note here for something, and then I just didn't embellish that. Okay, cool. That's fine. So, don't you just love it when you like leave yourself a cliff note and then you don't actually write what that cliff note means? Love doing that.
And you're like, I'm not sure where I was going with that,
I
but
don't know where I'm going with that, but we're gonna find out tonight.
There's
So,
a donkey in the water.
yes, that's your marker. You know, I should also be on that same page as y'all.
It would help a little.
So, why is it you pick now to bother me? Need you to not. Phoebus, it is past your bedtime. You're not getting any more cheese for the evening. So, let's do a quick recap. As you all are currently sailing aboard the Sea Devil, heading towards the Sea of Moving Ice. Since Patience has been having some very troubling dreams about where her remaining father is located.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, you know, your other dad kind of asked. Sorry, lost my mic. Sir, I need you to like get it together. So, you were pretty much asked to, you know, go find him. You also kind of wanted to know where he was too, since your little family was split up by the cult, kind of doing some shenanigans.
Uh-huh.
Might involve an ancient red dragon here and there, but you know we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to
We'll
it.
burn that bridge.
oh no,
when
I
we
know
get to
that guy.
it. Alina knows that guy.
Yeah.
So with that, you guys chartered a ship. Luckily, you met someone who has a ship, that being Greyson, and he's the one that steers the man that steers the ship. So.
Uh-huh.
On top of that, Greyson has also been trying to take care of business relating to his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Although some other business kind of cropped up suddenly. That being a old crewmate of the Sea Devils, a gnoll known as Noling, who every now and then comes to settle a score. And it was a bit of a dodgy fight. Lots of counter spells were thrown around. And she more or less got away from what you've seen. With that, it's a couple days out from Neverwinter. I last left it off where you guys were just now a couple miles out and were seeing the storm. However, I was told there were some things people wanted to roleplay before that, so we can do that real quick before passing Neverwinter and getting to where we need to go. So
Okay.
Let us put you all on the ship. get our noises going.
You gotta have your noises going.
Get the white noise machine moving. There we go. And the Sea Devil. Alright. As I'll put it at the evening after the attack, everything is more or less being cleaned up. Figgis is going around mending bits of the ship that needed repair. As everybody just kind of decompresses from the battle at hand.
Yep.
And I will... Let me roll a d4. Okay. All right, we'll start with Greyson. So, what all would you be doing after that whole encounter? As things for the most part are cleaned up, the crew kind of returns to their work as normal. A little, you can tell there's a tension in the air, as always is whenever Nolene shows her face.
He'd probably go into the captain's quarters and like sit at his desk and make himself tea with alcohol in it, probably.
Okay.
And try to like busy himself with like maps and inventory bullshit.
Okay. As you do, you kind of like tuck your feet under the desk as you sit down to start working on your maps, and your toe is going to kind of touch into something soft. And when you peek down there, you will see Sybil just kind of like sitting under the desk, kind of cross-legged, just kind of staring at the floor.
It's gonna stay down there.
Is everything okay?
Cleaned up, and we're back on our course.
Okay. Are you okay?
Just a little tired, that's all. But nothing that some tea and inventorying can't fix.
She'll just kind of like... kind of scrunch her face a little and just nod. Okay. I mean, I know with everything that you told me about that, just... that seems kind of, frustrating.
It's what happens when you have your own pirate ship. So if this is something that you want to do, you should probably get used to it, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, if it was me, I would have just like, killed her. I mean, just get rid of her completely, right?
You don't think we were trying to?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because it's like, if you guys were really serious about it, you would have done it a long time ago.
It was a long time ago before we knew we couldn't trust her.
Is she gonna come back?
Probably.
That's not good. Do you know when?
She just likes to pop in. I couldn't catch her to have her schedule a next appointment.
Okay.
Just something you need to get used to. I'm never going to get used to it.
Is this why, Xavier's the way he is?
Skittish?
Yeah.
Slightly different circumstances, but the same general situation, I suppose.
She'll just nod. Okay.
Are you okay?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I didn't see anything, so why wouldn't I be?
Uh, press X to doubt.
You want an insight checker?
Yes, I do.
Okay, roll insight.
Non-nat 20.
Okay. You can definitely tell, that she's a little spooked by this encounter, but she's trying to, do that thing that your husband does by like putting on that kind of like the tough exterior, just to like shrug it off,
Just bury that deep down.
deep down, and pretend it never happened.
You are allowed to be uncomfortable and afraid,
Yeah, I know. It's just, I mean, I've got two brothers that are very emotional, I guess is the nice way to say it. So somebody has to be tough and look out for them.
Still be tough and look out for people and be worried about things. That's what bravery is. It's not that you're void of being scared, it's that you're scared and you do it anyway.
Do you think Papa ever gets scared?
Oh, absolutely.
He never looks like it.
And that's just how his face is.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go. Just kind of. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Do you want to stay here, or do you want to go with your friend?
I think I'll stay here with you for a little bit. If that's okay.
Always.
And she'll just kind of stay there.
You will never be old enough to where you are not allowed to stay with us. I don't think your brother's ever going to leave us.
Yeah, I don't think Phoebus is ever gonna leave either. And she'll just kind of stay down there and just kind of hang out by your feet.
Do you want a blanket and a pillow?
I'm okay.
He kind of like inhales through his nose, and then he's like, "Do you want to take a sip of this?" And he just kind of like puts the whiskey bottle down. I won't tell.
Yes.
You say nothing. Actually, your father probably wouldn't give a shit. You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, he told me the exact same thing.
Okay, no, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Here you go.
Okay.
A sip, please.
She goes and she grabs it, and she goes to take a sip, but it's like one of those things where she kind of misjudged what a sip is, and it just takes in more than she intended, and you hear her just kind of like
and we're taking that back, thank you.
Why is it spicy?
Why usually it's spicy.
It's spicy. Why is it spicy?
Because it's spiced rum.
Ugh.
That's why I usually cut it with tea.
He drinks this straight?
Yep.
Oh, that's so badass.
Glad you think so. He's gonna pat her on the head. He'll also conjure her a little pillow and blanket down there too.
Oh yeah, that sip of rum, that's gonna put her right out.
Yep. There you go. And he's gonna like maneuver his feet. He's like, don't touch on the boots, please. Don't barf on them.
She's just going straight to sleep.
And there she goes. Okay.
Yep. All right. So you'll be there, just kind of doing your notes, checking your maps.
Doing his notes, checking his maps, doing the inventory, payroll.
Okay.
All that good stuff.
All that good. Good, sweet paperwork.
It calms him. Tea, candlelight, paperwork.
Yes. Doing pirate ship simulator. All right. So we'll go with patience next. Okay. So you would have been hanging out by the helm.
I took a nap.
You took a nap, curled up like a little cat by the helm as Tin just kind of like sailed the ship, steering it in the direction it needed to go.
Mm-hmm.
As eventually you will wake up as you kind of like went straight to sleep right after the combat.
Mm-hmm.
And by now it's going to be like coming on to evening as everybody's preparing like the nightly duties of, ship sailing and what have you.
She's just gonna take a stretch and then look at Tin and without a beat. Why do you have a hook for a hand?
Oh god, you're up. Okay. Do you really think that is a wise question to ask someone with a hook for a hand?
Yeah. That's how you get answers.
No qualms about whether or not it's offensive or invasive. Do you even know what invasive means?
No.
Nosy.
I know that one.
Like a
I've
rat.
been told I'm nosy, but
Like a little rat.
I'm not a rat.
You're nosy like one.
She'll just blow a raspberry and I'm like,
Hummingbird. Sorry, I just saw hummingbird on my porch.
oh my gosh.
It's magical. Put up my feeder later. So, you're a rat.
Go.
You're a rat. Patience.
Sorry.
Back to fantasy land.
Sorry. Listen. Anyways, yeah, I'm not, and she'll just blow a raspberry at him.
He'll just quiet for a minute as he just kind of like turns the wheel ever so slightly. It was payment.
Huh?
It was payment.
For what?
It was a transaction that more or less kept me tethered here. I owed someone a favor. That person who was offering the favor had a sense of humor. So, I am here now.
She's just kind of like trying to think like, so for payment they asked for your hand.
You ever heard the phrase, it costs you an arm and a leg?
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's usually only reserved for reviving family members. I, however, am not family. It only cost me a hand.
When he mentions reviving, she's like, wait a minute, did you die?
That's a question of what it means to die. But to keep it simplified for your little brain, yes.
Granted, like when he mentions like the whole, like she can't really say too much. I mean, look at her papa. But anyways, it's like I kind of get it. I think I get it. No, I don't get it.
Alright, how do I explain this to a 5-year-old?
I'm 8.
Question still stands. You know how your magic, it takes energy, right?
Yeah.
You get sleepy after you use it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Your energy is your transaction for you to use your magic.
Okay.
So in exchange for your magic, you give it your essence. In exchange for my life, I literally had to give a hand.
She's gonna get really quiet, and she's like, "What did you give your hand to?"
Well, in case you want to know, his exact phrasing was, "Could you lend me a hand?" And then as soon as he says that, you hear Dis laugh from the other side of the ship.
Ah.
And just like, he's over here. Just closes his eyes, just... Yeah.
Okay. She's just gonna stand there.
What else do you want to know? Shouldn't have asked that.
I don't know. I mean, okay, I'm not trying to sound offensive, air quotes.
That's a big word for patience, isn't it?
Were you always a shark?
Can't just ask someone.
Were
if
you
they're-
always a shark man?
Just ask someone if they were a
Rude.
shark.
What do you think?
I don't know, I'm 8.
I don't know. Were you always a goat?
Go, and then she looks down her hooves. Oh, haha. Bah.
The bye is precious.
To answer your question, no, I was not always a shark.
That's cool. That you're a shark person now.
Yes, it is pretty cool. Kind of has its advantages when you're always on the water.
She's kind of like peeking over the edge, like, yeah, I don't like the water.
You probably shouldn't be on a boat. Why are you even on a boat? I don't even know what we're doing other than I'm told to sail north.
I'm looking for my dad.
Why'd you lose him?
I don't know why he went off. Probably because he was trying to find me. I don't
abandonment issues, got it.
know. No.
It's okay, I have those too.
She's gonna just sit there, cross her little hooves and just sit there, and she's like, I mean, the whole cult thing kind of like showed up, kidnapped me, and they took me away. My parents didn't abandon me.
Alright, I understand.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
at least it wasn't one of those issues where it's like, really, out of all the guilds you could have joined, you chose the Simic Combine. Yeah, alright. Not that Yeah, okay. Well,
she has an 11 in intelligence. She
that's
don't know
fine.
what-
That joke would have went way over her head anyway.
Yeah.
The what? The who? As
What's the sentiment?
it's a fancy club. Don't worry about it. It's no one's problem anymore. Certainly not mine.
Oh, okay.
Well, hopefully you find your father. Hopefully he's not dead.
She's gonna stop and she's like, I don't think so. I think my grandpa pointed me in the direction, but I don't know.
Well, good for your grandfather. Who is your grandfather?
He's a snake.
So, what does that make your father? A cat or something? Like, it's not adding up.
My father's a tiefling, and she'll gesture over to where Dis is, like him.
Okay.
She's gonna just platter some parchment. She's gonna start doodling tin.
Alright, and he's just gonna keep doing his thing. Alright. Let's go next.
Do.
That's an incorrect number. Alright, hey Tarsius.
Yes.
What are we up to?
At the moment, probably just staring out into the sea and disappointed that we didn't get that person disappeared. Then
Yep.
just eventually just getting lost in thought and just staring out there.
Just staring.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you do that, you'll kind of hear a second set of hooves walk up behind you and just kind of like rest on himself on the railing next to you. Just,
Yep.
You know the view's the other way, right?
Oh, I actually didn't.
I mean,
I mean,
there's still view here. Like, what if someone's coming behind us?
It's behind us. We've already seen it.
What if someone sneaks up behind us?
I don't think look, we got a bird for that. He's gonna like kind of like thumb over to the crow's nest where you see Shiny just kind of like sitting up there, kind of like
That's
perched.
true.
Just
That's true. I mean, I really didn't have a reason to be here. Just thinking about nothing.
what thing? The nothing? Just nothing at all.
Just nothing at all.
Yeah.
Just like there's a switch, you know, like when you get mad and then you're not mad, and then there's a calm, and then you forgot about the calm, so now you're like thinking about the calm.
And the calm just kind of like gets a little overwhelming to the point that you start kind of feeling that switch want to hit again. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Sometimes the calm can be a little too calm.
It's weird.
I mean, I've found it's best not to think too much on it. I mean, when it's calm, it helps to, kind of enjoy what's there while you're in the calm, like people and
It's gonna turn to look at his sister and just.
Yeah, I get that.
Cordelia's just kind of like leaning on the railing, kind of like looking out, just kind of doing the same thing you're doing, and just trying and like kind of like letting paranoia take over. She's trying to like see if any other enemy ships are coming.
Yeah. So you're Mr. Grayson's husband? How did you guys meet?
Technically in a bar.
Oh, okay. I went to a bar once. They had this chocolate milk tank. It was really good.
The fuck is chocolate milk?
There's just chalky milk. It's good.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, met in a bar. Took a trip to hell. It was an unprompted trip, but it was a trip. And, just kind of bonded. And I asked him to be my quartermaster, and here we are.
Well, that's cool. It's nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
He's gonna, like, just think his little tail's gonna wag like that anxiety that gets a child, but like he can't control his tail just wagging a little bit.
Well, question. I know sometimes when I talk to my uncle,
God, that phlegm.
I talk to my uncle. He sometimes said that those voices in his head. And I get those too. Do you have any voices in your head?
That depends what you mean by voices.
Like,
He's gonna place his axe on the the railing, and then like take a step back and be like, "Oh, you've got to kill and do the destruction. You're stronger than everyone. Go kill them."
like that, but much meaner and very much deeper. And kind of like,
Is he
it's
like,
everything that you see. It's just that.
Is this voice like about like he kind of like holds his hand up like way like that up here taller like
Yeah.
big old horns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that guy. He's kind of intense.
Yeah, he sounds very intense.
He's very intense. I get it, but I've kind of been on the whole survival of the fittest, the strong live kind of thing. But he kind of takes that to the next level, and it's like, all right, man, you might want to calm down.
Yeah,
It's almost
seems endless.
primal.
Yeah, that. And like, I don't know who this person is, because I don't really know who my real mommy and daddy are. Maybe they're related to me. Maybe I'm just a big Minotaur guy, so he likes big Minotaur guys.
Well, I mean, he is technically the father of Minotaurs, so, you know.
Oh.
I mean, probably not literally, but, like, you know.
Yeah.
In a...
So, what happens if I disappoint them and, like... What if I
don't worry about it. I mean, you're not the only Minotaur in the world.
That's very true. I mean, whatever...
Have you met any other Minotaurs?
No, I don't think he ever has, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, there was this one time a circus came by and there was a Minotaur, but we didn't really talk.
I mean, maybe, you know, that's kind of weird to say, but if you maybe find someone you can relate to, might help to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take his words too literally. He's kind of, you know, that guy likes to run himself in circles, so don't worry about it. He's gonna find another Minotaur and start talking about that too, and then he'll make his way around. It's like,
okay, he's gonna look towards his sister and be like, I just don't want it to affect people that I love, because I don't want to be mean to others.
Yeah, well, I find sometimes the best thing you can do is I try not to worry about that. I've got a lot of people I don't want to hurt. It's good to find yourself an anchor, or kind of like a lighthouse.
I need to find an anchor. Okay. I'll look for one.
Or, you know, I kind of like the term. I know lighthouses are things you're supposed to avoid, but like I like the whole idea that it's something that you kind of look for in the haze.
Okay, I'll do that.
He's probably overthinking what he's being told, and then underthinking it, and then just like getting distracted by a seagull that gets flown by. I'm like, ooh.
It's like, well, good talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have any other questions about, you know, the big horny guy and, you know, anger, I'm here. If it's any other emotional baggage, you can talk to Greyson. Just kind of claps you on the shoulder and walks away.
All right, bye.
This guy's over here. Okay.
As he's walking away, Tarsius were like, wonder if I can paint the lighthouse. Oh, I can attach a little chain to it and have like an anchor lighthouse. I wonder if Ferris would like that. That sounds cool.
Oh.
And then he's gonna go off into his own mind about the next adventure that he can write.
Nice. All right. So with that leaves us with Hawk. So Hawk, what are we up to while we sail on in this fine evening? Oh, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
After the boop.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess it's like Hawkins is just like, thanks. And kind of like, I guess he's gonna kind of walk around and just, see if anybody needs help with anything, like try to make himself useful.
Right.
And then
Let me put this guy out here. There he is.
I don't know, I guess it's depending on if anybody needs anything.
Right. And for the most part, most maintenance and cleanup has been done. There, however, is still this very dead thing that's just sitting on the ship.
He would probably walk over to it, and if nobody needs anything off of it, he would probably work on just tossing it off the ship.
Okay. You can let everybody know that you're gonna...
Yeah, does anybody want anything off of this? Like, I don't know what you people do with anything, but like, does anybody want anything from this?
Do they have anything cool? He's just gonna yell it.
From the looks of it, it just has like it has its sword. It has just some basic leathers on it. And Hawk, as you're looking at it, like this is the you've never quite seen a creature like this before. It kind of almost looks like a dragonborn, but there's like something more intense to its look, more like feral and almost in like kind of fiendish in a way. Also has like a massive set of wings too, so.
I mean, unless you want to, he'll probably sit there and like he'll pick up the sword and be like, unless you want a sword, and just kind of toss that on the deck. Because even if Tarsius doesn't, I'm sure somebody wouldn't mind having an extra sword.
Tarsius would be like, no, thank you. Go back. Doodling.
And he's got armor, but I don't think anybody here needs it. Nor do I particularly feel like stripping it off him. This guy is kind of ugly. He's like, okay, well, if that's that, he's gonna kind of work towards. I mean, I don't know how big that thing is.
It's about a medium-sized creature, but I'll say it's like about almost Tarsius' size.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Okay.
it's very large, and I'll say that the second that you bend down to like pick it up, your hands immediately like go through it as its body just kind of like caves in on itself and it turns to ash.
Nice.
And it leaves behind a not so pleasant smell of sulfur.
Great. I think I would have rather had to pick it up and throw it overboard. Ugh.
Just kind of scatters into dust, more or less.
Gross. Well, so much for being productive. Yeah, if there's nothing really to do, he'll probably go and find, like, a piece of railing or whatever and sit down and just watch the ocean.
Okay.
Like, just, like, sit down, like... I don't know if his legs will fit through the railing or not, but...
I would say with whatever bits of armor, I mean, probably, yeah. Patience was able to slide right through, so...
That's true. So yeah, he'll probably just sit there and kind of watch the water and take
Actually,
some
no,
deep breaths.
The better comparison is that Greyson was able to almost slide through, so that pretty much is an indicator of...
So them tree trunk legs ain't going nowhere. But yeah, he'll probably just sit there and watch the water and, yeah, take a breath, relax after the fight.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so with that, so you guys sail on for about another day or so, and by the morning of the third day... I gotta mute real quick because I gotta yell at my dog to stop doing something.
Okay.
One moment.
I think it's just yelling at the crewmates.
It's like, hey, move that shit over there. You, go sit over there.
So a long rest.
Yeah, you guys will be getting along. I mean, you guys will have like a couple of days of long rests, so yeah. As on the morning of the third day, well, just about on the morning of the third day, everybody actually roll me percentiles.
Oh, everybody?
Everybody.
Percent. Roll.
26.
26, okay.
62.
81, okay.
78.
Okay, Hawk. So, everybody for the most part has pretty much just, you know, as good of a sleep as you can get aboard the ship. Hawk, however, you on this third day, as you're about approaching Neverwinter, on this night you find yourself having a fitful sleep, just unable to, you know, settle down. Every time you close your eyes, you are immediately just like plagued by like this high-pitched, shrill laughing noise, like the laughing of like some kind of like houndish creature. And you wake up every time. So you will have a point of exhaustion for that day. As you have just been having a fitful night of just the sound of laughing hyenas just constantly dogging your dreams. So
Laughing hyenas, he says.
that's a specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
As everybody is getting up on this third day, the ship's bell will be rung as Shiny pretty much gives notice that you are all approaching what looks to be Neverwinter's port. And when you all look out, and you're about maybe a couple miles out, but you can kind of see the land markings of the coast. And where Neverwinter should be, you just see this. Bless you. You just see this tempest, this black tempest, just kind of swirling around, like a hurricane, basically, as it's just covering every bit of Neverwinter and its port and the ocean surrounding it.
That's normal.
Yeah. As a monkey will kind of lean on the lines, kind of hanging out by you, Hawk, just well, I guess it's a good thing Mr. Greyson accounted for the fact we wouldn't be making it to Neverwinter.
Wouldn't be making it.
It was made. It was pretty much something that was noted in the last council meeting that Neverwinter was being plagued by a very massive storm for days. And now that you have all arrived to Neverwinter, you see that it's been well over a week at this point.
Well, yeah, but I also don't get the notion that that's going to stop us.
As Greyson, where would you be currently this morning?
Are they a couple hours from reaching port?
They would be a couple hours from port.
He'd probably be getting ready with everything that entails that, getting all his stuff ready for the dockmaster and all, preparing the money in case they have fines that they don't know about.
Yeah. Dis would have been up before you, because he would have just said, I can't sleep, so...
We use a sleep spell.
No, it's fine. He just would have gone and just kind of taking the helm early. So by the time you come outside with all of your paperwork, he's just going to kind of point ahead at the storm kind of brewing. It's I don't think it's safe to dock.
No.
I mean, we should have, enough rations to get us all the way to the north, right?
We should.
So, just keep on moving.
Would he know of any other personal ports that they could stop in? Ones that are outside of the.
Roll me a history.
That and 14.
Okay. So Neverwinter is going to be the last major port before heading all the way to basically the middle of nowhere.
Last major port.
Yes.
Are there smaller ones?
You gotta make me grab a map.
Yes, I am.
One moment. Okay, so according to this map, there is going to be a smaller port, it looks like.
To the storm.
You'd have to go around the storm for it. Hold on, let me get you guys actually on the map. Bop.
Boop.
There we are. You guys would be about right here. Right there. Yeah, listen, I didn't ask for you to... Didn't ask for that to... Okay. There we go. So there is one more port along the way, and that is going to be Luskin, also known as the City of Sails. It once was a notable city, but it kind of... It's kind of fallen a bit underway as the years went by. So not the most well-equipped port that... because everybody would prefer to stop in Neverwinter before, so as far as it goes, Luskin would probably like give you your basic needs, but anything more to your what's the word? I forgot the word. Anyway, to your standards, Greyson, I should say.
Right.
It'll be kind of hard to find.
But they have basics.
They will have the basics, yes.
Do we have enough to get to where we need to go, according to his calculations?
Roll me your intelligence with proficiency for your quartermaster thing.
21.
21. All right. So you have, you are known for over preparing technically, especially lately, what with trying to get everything ready for a new family member. You believe there should be enough as long as you ration carefully. You didn't account for your daughter to sneak aboard, however. So you think that there will potentially be enough rations to get you all through. Potentially.
Is the port that we're heading to, will they have everything they need to get back?
They will, yeah. It's going to give you the basics like food and like water and ammunitions. Like basic like ship sailing stuff. It's not going to be to your standard, but it's going to be doable.
Nothing is to his standard. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Where's Boone?
Say what?
Where's Boone?
Boone? Oh, he's kind of hanging out top deck.
He'll whistle for him.
Yes. So he's going to kind of slide over to you.
Can I speak with you for a moment in the captain's quarters?
Oh, a private audience with me. I thought I'd never see the day.
Shut up, Boone.
This is making me nostalgic,
No. You broke the door handle on that one.
I did not break the door handle. I mean, it wasn't even locked to begin with.
Okay.
I mean, who doesn't lock the door?
Shut up, Boone! Let's go inside.
Alright. He'll just kind of follow you in. Give you a little finger wave as he passes you, Hawk. He's like, don't be too jealous now.
Once I get inside,
You're muted, Sydney.
Oh.
I said I won't. That one's taken.
Sorry.
As I get inside, he's going to like lay down a map and just be like, "Have you been to this port before?"
You're asking me if I have been to a port.
You've been everywhere.
I have been to. I've been to and in every single port.
So what can you tell me about this one?
I mean, it's a port. Get you what you need. It's a little dingy, little rough. It's got personality.
I'm sure it has a great personality, but does it have what we need to get us where we need to go?
I mean, sure. You're not going to find any fresh fruit. It's kind of a bit, north side. And we are kind of coming into the coming into the winter seasons, so can't expect anything fresh, but you will have, dried rations. For lucky, maybe some root vegetables.
I'm debating on if we should stop or not.
Well, if you say we stop, then it's, it put us behind by what, a day?
I think we're on a bit of a time limit here, but I'd hate for us to run out of food.
Yeah, no, with the captain's appetite, that's quite a concern.
What say you, Boone?
Well, you didn't account for, and didn't account for the stowaway. But, stowaways happen. That's how I snuck aboard. Well, I say it'll be a bit tight, but, as long as everybody minds their manners and sticks to their rations, should be all right. I mean, I know the crew kind of keeps their own stores.
It's okay, I eat like a bird anyways.
And if all else fails, we eat 10.
Yes, I suppose so.
Poor
Wow.
Tim. Shark fin soup?
4, 4, 10.
I suppose I could ask.
Look, I would have offered shiny, but I know there's no bone. There's no meat on those bones.
No, too many feathers and it's too much work.
Yeah.
All right, I'll trust you on this one.
Have I let you down yet?
Besides the captain, Boone, you're the only one I trust on this ship. He's gonna clap him on the back. Get the fuck out of my captain's quarters.
So you really know how to flatter a man.
You love it.
Oh, you know I do.
He's just gonna walk out with him.
Okay. So, as you exit the captain's quarters, basically the crew literally just everybody looks to you, Greyson. That's just so what's the verdict?
We are going to continue on our path. We are not going to make any stops, but I expect everyone to stick to your rations. And if anyone decides to not do that, it will be docked from your pay.
All right. It's gonna turn to the ship. It's all right, you fucking heard him.
Tarsius is gonna raise his hand.
Yep.
What if I already ate a lot of my rations and only have 1 day's left? It says it on my character sheet, 1 day's rations left.
He got hungry.
He got hungry.
Oh my god. He's just gonna look over to
the
Boone again.
I mean, the cook's gonna be like, we'll have enough to get to where we need to go. It's just gonna be tight when we come back.
Oh, okay. I'll do my best. And
Hawk will look at Tarsius and be like, I have some extra rations if you need some.
okay, thank you.
I mean, if we're lucky, maybe we'll be able to fish something out of the water while we're there.
Oh, okay.
Fish?
I can't let you leave here without your proper materials. Should we stop?
What proper materials?
Food.
No. No, it's
Booze.
fine. Grayson, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
You're making me worry. You're deviating from our plan?
I'm not deviating from anything.
Plan that we need to follow, and it's not going to plan, and it's making me stressed out, and my hair is going to turn even more white. Will you still love me if my hair's all white? And he's just going to start to panic.
Oh my God. Yes, my love, your hair would be so beautiful when it's all white. You are truly the most magnificent creature on this plane. And all the planes.
All of them.
You talk like that, it sounds so condescending.
No, you love it.
No, I like it when you yell at me.
Do you want me to yell at you right now? Greyson, our daughter is standing right behind you.
Patient standing next to me. Sybil just like... Adults are weird.
And Sybil's like, yeah, I know. What's funny is that usually, if Zebby was here, he'd start, like, turning green and, like, getting really embarrassed, honestly. It's funny.
You know, my brother's that way, too.
Older brothers are really weird about this stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
they are.
It's like they know something we don't.
I mean, granted, my brother has the sense of humor as wet moss, but...
My condolences.
Condolences to the moss.
No, I got
Poor Basil.
Poor Basil. Alright, as Dis kind of like turns the wheel and you guys sail away from Neverwinter.
Okay.
Be about 2 more days of travel before you make it to basically the Sea of Ice.
I will say,
Yes.
during that time, if
Yes.
is it pretty obvious that Hawk looks really tired?
That Hawk looks tired.
Yeah.
Roll me an insight.
Oh boy, let's see.
I mean, I feel like you don't really need an insight. But yeah, Hawk, you're very visibly tired, right?
Yeah, he's probably been kind of trudging around and not
15.
like he's not flirting with people and just
Very
he's
quiet.
kind of yeah.
Yeah,
15.
it's kind of quiet, kind of, you know.
She will probably trot up to him and just be like, you know, are you okay? Why would you do
I
that?
didn't see the cat there. I was just
You're
throwing the
just
pillow
like
over.
Haymaker the cat.
Hey, Haymaker the cat with a pillow.
But yeah, no, she's gonna just trot up to Hawk and just be like, I couldn't help but happen to notice you look really tired. Did you get a bad night's sleep?
I mean, yeah, I suppose I did. Yeah. Weird.
I got a spell that could help with that.
That look.
I'm gonna pass. I don't think I want to be put magically to sleep
Oh,
or
okay.
anything like that. No offense, but I have this deep-seated fear of not waking up.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't last for a very long time. It only lasts 10 minutes.
Just hear Dis emphasize. It's not as bad as you think.
I mean, but like, is it like 10 minutes of like the most primo? Like, is this like power nap level, like primo sleep?
Is this catnap?
Yes, it's catnap.
I love catnap.
I don't have to do the little thing where I like ball up in a circle, do I? I don't think I
No.
can do it. Okay.
But the thing is that if somebody like smacks you or shakes you, you do wake up. That's about it.
Okay. As long as I
Out
don't
of
wake up more tired.
Out of character, you do get the benefits of a short rest.
Okay.
Nice. It's funny, she just slapped him with it right now and he just falls over asleep.
Like
I won't lie, she considered it.
you hear him just hit the deck. That is a big man in a lot of armor. I mean, you know what? I'm good for now,
Okay.
but later, maybe like before when everybody starts to get settled in, maybe that'll help me sleep if I like get a jump start on the good sleep.
Okie doke.
Thank you.
Alright, so
Okay.
day goes by without a hitch. You slap Hawk with a catnap as he goes down for sleep.
I can do it to other people if they want it. I mean, granted.
I will say like just one little tidbit of like RP.
I mean, rain check Greyson when the baby's here. Honestly.
Yeah. Tarsius will probably like for breakfast, just like have like eat less than he usually does, and then like as he's walking away and his tummy starts rumbling, he's gonna like point at it like you behave, sir, and like just keep walking.
Greyson will ask Tarsius if he wants some liquid lunch.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh lordy.
All right, I need to get my head straight. What? What's that?
You know, when you don't have food, but you're still hungry and you do fill your stomach.
Does that exist?
Yeah.
Is it packed with protein?
Just go. Just go.
Very filling. But
Sure.
he'll take him to the captain's quarters and straight to the minibar.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What are you fixing him?
Like he's probably gonna get some sort of like malt liquor, something real heavy.
I don't think Tarsius has ever actually
I know.
had any liquor. Okay.
I know.
Oh,
All right, interesting.
baby.
Okay.
I'll still be so proud of you.
I'm gonna roll a d20 just for myself to see how
I'd
he's taking
imagine-
this.
I'd imagine like when the ship is like low on food, this just drinks.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's filling, you know, it's heavy. It's
Not like you can do that right now, though.
No, not really.
exactly, so they have an abundance.
Yeah, it's suddenly there's like a massive supply of liquor on the ship.
Tarsius is gonna
Just
take
like I'm so fucking miserable right now.
the shot and like arrows. Tasty.
Just hear from behind Greyson, just Sybil, just like, don't be a pussy about it.
Hey, what? No, I'm a bull. I'm not a cat.
Pretty sure a cat can take a shot better than you.
I've been shot many times.
Have you tried catching the arrows?
You don't catch the arrows.
Yeah, you can.
Have you ever seen anyone catch an arrow?
No, but I'm pretty sure if someone shot me, I could catch an arrow.
Just gonna look outside. I have someone who might be able to do this. We can ask Cordelia. She can shoot you.
Captain for this conversation.
We can ask Cordelia. She can shoot you. I feel very
love how-
warm.
Tarsius is like, I just had my first drink. I want to shoot a person in the face. And
We're gonna
see
shoot a
if
small child.
And Tarsius is like, I feel warm. I like this drink. Drinks it again. It's all fuzzy now.
Are you hungry anymore?
No, I'm not hungry. I mean, I would like some chips. Maybe some guac.
Something salty.
Some salty. But no, I'm not hungry. No.
See, then it worked.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
back
Cordelia,
anytime.
come help me shoot this person.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
He might be a little tipsy.
Good.
I roll the d20. See, the higher the roll, the worse he is with holding his liquor. And even would be good, odd would be bad. And I got a 15. So it's
buddy.
he can't
Oh,
hold his
buddy.
liquor, and it's yeah, it's not. This is good times for him.
All right. Well, as the day goes on, you're gonna sleep real good, Tarsius.
Yeah.
You're gonna sleep real good. Waking up might be a little iffy, but you know. Make sure you have your water next to your nightstand.
Yeah.
So, as everybody goes down for sleep,
Night night.
night night, everyone.
Good night.
Greyson.
Is Sybil with her? Or
With
and Gray?
yeah, she would have been sleeping in the same bed as y'all.
Damn it, no.
Unless you tell her to spend some time with her cousin, then yes.
Sleepover!
I forgot they were related.
Yeah.
Sleepover!
I mean, this hasn't said much about it, but you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They
sure.
don't even know.
He'll
This is-
just like go spend time with your friend.
Oh, okay. Is this because you and
Yes, go away.
Okay, yep, going.
Sleepover.
All right. She'll go and have a sleepover with Patience. As you guys tell each other really dumb stories of, you know.
Yeah. Like what?
I don't know, whatever an 8-year-old and 11-year-old can come up with. She's probably just like braiding like little like bits of braids into your curly hair.
Aww. Patience will try.
She's
she
like,
does
yeah,
not know how to brush hair.
She's like, my not grandpa taught me how to do this. Actually, he's not my grandpa, but he's like dating my grandpa. If that makes sense. Oh, that's weird. I mean, I don't even know my grandpa, honestly. He's kind of like a complete stranger to me. Whatever. I heard our grandma was crazy. Like, super crazy.
Yeah, I'm not supposed... Apparently my grandfather's that way, too. I'm not supposed to talk to him now.
Why?
Because my dad had told me so when I was younger.
Why? Is he, like, a drug dealer or something? Or, like, a criminal?
Depends on who you ask.
I mean, my dad's a pirate. Like, you know.
I don't really know. Apparently he can turn into a snake. That's much I know.
Oh. That's weird. Is he like a druid?
No.
Because, I mean, one of your dads is a druid, so...
Yeah, one of my dads is a druid, but this is my other... That was my papa.
So
this is my...
So this is like your grandfather on your tiefling side.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of read a book I wasn't supposed to in, you know, my dad's library.
Uh-huh.
And there is a tiefling that, like, has, like, snakes and shit going on with him.
Oh?
But he's, like, supposed to be, like, the tiefling or whatever. I don't know. His name is Ass something. I forgot.
Yeah, that's him!
Perfect. Oh! That's weird!
How is it weird?
Because that's my uncle.
Hold on, let me roll.
Does that make us
to see if she can
connecting the dots? See all these formulas and equations just flying in front of her face. Sir, if you bark
that's an 11.
if you bark one more fucking time, I swear to God, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah, she's just like, so wait, we're related?
We're cousins.
I have family! More family!
I have so much family, and it is so confusing right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so as you guys are having that fun little discovery. Greyson.
Yes.
After, you know, your quality time with your husband that night.
Yep.
You are going to have a dream.
Thank God it's a dream and not a vision during.
Yeah, that would have been really weird.
Ooh.
Oof. As you are nice and cozy, tucked up against your husband as you sleep, you hear a knock at your door of the captain's quarters. Well, first you hear it at the door leading out into the office itself.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah. So you hear it first on the bedroom door. Just very, very quick succession, just keeps knocking.
He's just gonna be like, disc at the door.
As your husband is just dead asleep. Just
Smack him in the
complete,
face.
just there's no moving him.
He'll, like, wave his hand and open the door. Like, mage hand.
Alright, the door, you hear the latch clicks as the door swings open, and there's nobody there.
Mm.
And then you hear more knocking, but now coming from the outside door.
We don't have any pipes in this place.
No, it's not marbles.
Oh yeah, the marbles. He's going to be concerned,
Okay.
and he'll get up, wrap a sheet around his waist, and just
Yep.
walk slowly to the front of the captain's quarters. Is there like any type of like slot he can look through?
Not for this one, no. You kind of kept that door as private as possible.
So no keyhole or anything like that?
There is a keyhole, yes.
Oh, look
But
at
as I'll say, as you bend down to look through the keyhole, you're going to hear a whisper coming from the other side of the door.
Ugh.
Yeah. As you hear a very familiar voice
Oh,
as she whispers, Captain, Mr. Quartermaster, can I see the baby?
right. Oh no. Is it Nolene?
It is Nolene's voice.
Okay.
Please let me see her. I want to see the baby.
No, you can't have baby.
She just keeps asking over and over again. And as you look through the keyhole, there's no one there.
He's gonna do a detect thoughts sweep around him.
Okay.
See if he
You
can
don't.
pick up anyone.
You don't see anything. It's just dead silence. You don't even detect like your sleeping husband's thoughts. You don't even detect like anything on the ship.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's gonna run back to the bedroom.
As you run back to the bedroom, the bed is empty.
I knew that was gonna happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Run back to the front.
All right.
Open the door.
All right. You open the door, and as you open the door, you are going to be face to face with your mother.
Oh, gross.
As she just stands in the doorway, and she just like advances on you immediately as she walks in. Just at first, like as she's yelling, it's like her voice doesn't quite match with her mouth as it's moving, as it's just kind of like this disconnected echo.
He's gonna
As
be
she's-
backing up as she's like going towards him.
Just, what do you think you're doing, Greyson? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Oh, okay. Hey, he'll just kind of. Actually, let me roll for that.
Alright.
Oh, okay. He's gonna start like stuttering a little bit, like trying
Okay.
to like come up with something. But basically, what's happening is he's kind of reverting back to his like old self.
Yeah. Kind of regressing.
Yeah.
As she will just keep just yelling down at you. Basically, I mean, you're much taller than her now, but she's
Right.
literally just like backing you into the desk as you're
Yeah.
trying to cower away from her. As she just yells down, what makes you think you have a chance of creating happiness in this family? This family is cursed. Look what it has done to me. And as she says me, you see as like her face is just like completely gaunt. You see her collarbones are like a little bit too pronounced, as she just looks like she's withering away, and like her hair starts to kind of like turn white.
Oh. He's backed up against his desk, and he's just gonna he's gonna be like kind of like trying to talk, but it's all just like stuttering, like I'm sorry, like going back to when he was like a kid,
Yeah.
and just be like I didn't mean to, and when her hair turns white, he'll like run his hand through his own and like pull it up out of his face.
Mm-hmm.
He always got yelled at for that.
Yeah. She just kind of like stops mid yelling, and she'll just kind of like recompose herself, and she just looks unnaturally skeletal.
Ew.
She just takes a breath, and you can kind of like hear like the raspiness of her voice as she's fighting to take a breath.
Oh.
I am doing this for my family. I'm doing everything is for my family. I'm doing this to save us. And as she says that, her image is just kind of like yanked back away from you out the door by this massive gust of wind as you are immediately woken up by a clap of thunder. Sir.
Is he still backed up against the desk when he wakes up?
When you wake up, you are in bed with your husband, just where you were.
Okay. He's going to sit up, quietly get out of bed. Same thing,
Okay.
wrap the sheet around his waist, tie it off. He's going to quietly walk into the office, closing the door behind him.
Okay.
He's going to sit down at his desk, get out a inkwell and pen, and have a mental breakdown, quietly,
Okay.
in one of his little journal notebooks.
Nice. Okay. As you sit there, writing away, the distant sound of thunder just kind of like rumbling around the ship as a storm passes by in the distance. You hear the sound of the ship bell go off again. As you hear yelling, you hear squawking from Shiny. And that sound alerts like a few of the crew members that are up for the night shift as they start yelling, and you hear man overboard.
He hears it, but he does not register that.
All right. I'm going to need everyone to roll me a con save.
On.
Yeah, because you guys are dead asleep.
23.
All right, you're up.
Saving throw. A proficient. 18 then.
18? Okay,
Yeah.
you're up.
18 for Hawk, too.
All right, you're up. As you all hear man overboard. Patience, when you wake up, Sybil's not next to you. She fell asleep right next to you for your little sleepover, but she's not there anymore.
But. She's immediately getting up, and when she hears man overboard, she's running out.
Okay.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
thing.
Hawk will do the same straight up to the deck.
Okay. As you all run basically to top side of the deck, you see the wind is like getting really strong as it's kind of like whipping you guys about. No rain as of yet, but just a very strong torrent. As you see the crew hurriedly grabbing lines, and you go up deck and you see basically Shiny's the first one that's like squawking down and pointing over on the port side of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which Patience
Yeah,
will run
so,
up.
yeah, run over.
Yeah,
Okay. Roll me
Tarsius is same thing. Tie rope to him, rage, jump
Yep.
in.
Okay. All right. So Tarsius is jumping in.
Hawk
Do
will
what?
do the same lifeline and then jump.
Okay.
Patience is going to cast Fly on herself, and
Okay.
that's what she's doing right now. Like, but you said perception?
Yeah. Everybody, roll me a perception.
Ooh.
Sir. Down.
That is
Yeah,
a
you
That's
have-
what we like.
22.
That was a nat
Oh.
20 for a
Sorry.
23.
Nice.
Who has who has dark vision?
I do.
I believe Tarsius
So-
does.
Hawk does. Hawk has 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay. All right. Good.
I do
If
not
you
believe
don't
I
have
do.
dark vision, you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage.
All right, disadvantage.
Since
Got
it is the middle of the night.
So that becomes a 19. 13 plus 6.
Okay. All right. So, Patience, you cast Fly on yourself. The second that you start to go up in the air, you feel someone tug on your tail immediately, and you see it's Tin, and he's just like, tie this around yourself first before you do that again.
Fine, she'll do it.
Sir, why?
Patience is now a balloon. Um,
Patience has become the balloon. Lay down. Lay down. Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, fine. She ties it. And...
All right. So for the boys that have jumped straight into the water, you surface and you kind of like take a quick glance about you. And Hawk, you immediately spot Sybil as she is just kind of like trying to swim above the waves. She can't. It looks like she can swim. However, it looks like she was just shocked because this water is cold.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. This water is real fucking cold.
He'll probably see her and start yelling and swimming towards her, but trying to get her attention.
All right. All right. For the most part, she looks just like in a straight panic. As when you yell, she kind of like looks around to try to spot you guys. I think the first person she's going to see is going to be Tarsius because of the horns. So there's going to be like a quick flash of lightning, and the first thing she sees is going to be the gleams of the horns, and she's immediately yelling, "Papa!"
I mean, Tarsius, as soon as he can find, he's gonna swim over there.
Okay.
His intention is to let Hawk get her, push them up, and then go up at the end.
All right. So, Hawk, roll me in athletics.
Oh, we're good at that.
Yeah. Tarsius as well. Roll me in athletics.
All right, that is
KG.
plus 8, 22.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
All right.
Tarsius raging.
I got a 14 with the advantage.
14. All right. It's some choppy water, but you're managing just fine. Hawk, you kind of like figure out the pattern of the ocean and just kind of roll with it, and just you make your way over there quickly enough as you grab Sybil and kind of like hold her to yourself as you tread water as Tarsius makes his way over to you, and you guys just kind of like maneuver yourselves back towards the ship. As Tarsius, you said you're going to give them a boost, so
Yeah.
All right, give me a strength, boy.
Okay.
DM, I sent you what Grayson's doing.
Oh,
on
okay.
Messenger, if you would
Sure
like
thing.
to
Yeah, of
know
course.
what that's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 25 with the nat
my
20.
fucking god.
Wrong.
That hurts a lot. 25. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to roll for my own emotional damage.
Oh,
Greyson, what did
Patience
you do?
who's like pacing in the air, just kind of like, do I fly down? Do I help? What do I do?
It
go
looks
get
like
Greyson! Is what Hawk is yelling.
Immediately unties her safety line and bolts her.
All right. All right. So you fly over to the
Yeah.
captain's quarters, throw the door open. You will see Greyson sitting at his desk, looking very shaken, like tear-stained face, as he's furiously writing in his journal. Just
We don't have
very-
time to unpack all that. She's just like, my cousin just fell overboard.
He's not going to be hearing any of that
He doesn't.
unless Dis does. In the back.
You yell that shrilly enough. Like Dis just like snorts awake. Just, what the fuck's going on?
My cousin just fell overboard.
You're cut. Oh, fuck. He just gets up, kind of just throws the covers off, mind
Uh-huh.
you. Yeah.
Oh,
She immediately turns around like, okay. She's
Yeah.
me flying back out, so
Learned a little too much about your uncle that day.
yeah.
As Dis rushes out of the room, he sees Greyson at the desk and just kind of stops and just Greyson, great, and he's gonna like shake you very like roughly.
He's gonna look up at him, but it's gonna be the 1,000-yard stare. And his eyes are like glowing a little bit.
Oh, all right, we're doing this, and he is going to slap you in the face,
God!
very hard.
Oh, okay. Does that
And he's
do I
gonna
have to
just
roll
like
damage for that?
hold you, and he's gonna what?
Do you have to roll damage for that?
Yeah, I'll roll damage. One moment. you're gonna take just 3 bludgeoning damage.
Leave this to you, DM. Does that snap him out of this?
It's gonna be. I will say, since it's Dis slapping you in the face, that will definitely bring you out of it. He's going to just grab you by the shoulders and just very roughly say, "Sybil went overboard."
Stand
Okay.
far away. My God, that fell overboard.
As Patience yells that as she's running out.
He will just kind of like look around to like get his bearings again and be like, ow. He will then stand up from his desk and like just in his sheet still just run outside.
Okay. All right. As you do. By this point, Hawk, you'll be kind of carrying Sybil back onto the deck as the crew kind of like helps you over. As you're just kind of like... Sybil's just like latched onto you around your waist as she's just like hyperventilating.
Yeah,
Just
he's probably
shivering.
like, he's probably barking like, "Get blankets!" and he'll turn around like holding Sybil with one arm, but turn around to give Tarsius his hand to try to help Tarsius up on board too.
Roll me a strength for that. And same for you, Tarsius.
Okay.
Patience. When she gets over there, she's just gonna be like, prestidigitation. Mother, the
18
entire
for Hawk.
time.
Yeah, you should have rolled that.
2.
You should have rolled for that one.
I have to roll 2.
15.
I was
Right.
18 for Hawk.
15. Okay, so Hawk will kind of heave him up on deck. You kind of help yourself too. As Sybil is just, clinging to you, Hawk, at this point.
We've got you. We're safe. You're safe. And then,
Prestidigitation.
and then they're gonna hear where the fuck is Greyson? Like,
As she's like holding on to you, you just hear her just like in a very shaky voice. Did you see it? Did you see
no,
it?
I didn't see anything. We just saw you. What did you see?
I thought I saw something in the water and it grabbed me.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have you now. It doesn't have you now. Like, we're sitting here shivering. Like, it doesn't have you now. You're safe.
All right. By this point, Greyson, you will make it onto the deck. You will see Hawk holding your daughter, both of them soaking wet as Sybil is like clinging to him and shivering.
He will run up there as fast as he can, kneel next to Hawk, and he'll cast Tiny Hut around them.
Okay. So what'd you roll for your things?
She didn't roll a nat 1, if that's what you're wondering.
Okay, that's excellent.
Okay.
All right.
She did cast prestidigitation, though.
Okay, on who?
On Sybil.
Okay. All right, as you're just doing that to dry her?
Yeah, she did it to dry her, and you know what? Hell with it. She'll also do it for Hawk. Let me roll again.
Okay. Sir, you were being very
Stop
rude right now.
it. Oh, that was close. It was a 19 now.
So you both get a little bit dry. Not completely, but just enough to like not be soaking wet. This boy has so many opinions.
A lot of opinions, yeah.
So many opinions.
Tiny Hut.
Alright, so you cast Tiny Hut around them and
Around everyone. Like, anyone can come and go inside of it. That's fine.
okay. Alright. So as you're all now encased within this tiny hut, you're in a very plush area with floor pillows, little hanging lanterns, and
It's warm.
warm, very cozy.
Well, what did you see, though?
It was... I don't... It was like that thing that... It was that thing that we saw the other day. The white dragon thing. Boy.
The white
That she would be...
dragon told you?
She'll be referencing the Abishai that was on deck.
Oh. That pulled you into the water?
Yeah. There was that one, and then there was a red one, and then a green one, and a blue one, and a black one.
When she mentions the other colors of this thing, does it...
That should click by this point, that you guys are dealing with,
Well, no, I'm talking about just if this is something that Patience has encountered herself.
No.
Okay.
Like as they're sitting there, like warming up, like trying to get rid of the shivers. Like, well, shit.
Grayson would have taken Sybil from Hawk. Point,
She'll immediately cling to you. She's cold.
Koala. Yeah, koala'd. Okay.
Hawk will look over at Tarsius and be like, "You good, big guy?"
I'm really cold.
She just
Oh my
completely
Yep.
just like your
Prestidigitation.
fur clinging to you.
Is it like a blow dryer?
Prestidigitation. That
And
was
then you're all
it.
puffed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to roll for that.
Yeah.
I just did. It was an 8.
Good.
Gotta keep our wild magic users in
Right?
check.
The second that that Tarsius is like semi dry, he's just going, grabbing his axe, and like inspecting the ship top from bottom to see if that thing is there, because he's never
Alright.
really. I mean, he
Roll
faced
me
one that-
an investigation.
Okay. When the
Dis-
dice stops moving.
Hmm?
Dis inside?
Yeah, he's there. You
Okay,
know,
that man's like a fucking heater, so they're gonna like just curl up around him.
as much as the crew does not want him to physically be present right now, he is there.
Okay, cool. Grayson would conjure something for him.
Okay, I conjure a rap for him, and everyone's like, "Thank you."
Some
Patience
tidy
is
whities.
Kind of like thinking to herself.
Crop top. There you go.
She'll
There's the crop top.
probably-
Wrong end.
She'll probably run out to follow Tarsius.
Okay, roll me an investigation if you're gonna be looking around for stuff.
She's also going to cast Detect Magic.
Roll that d20 for me.
Hold on, let me roll that. Well, it was a 13 for the wild magic, and then a 16 for investigation.
Okay,
Tarsius got a 7 on his
you
investigation.
have a 7. All right, you are doing. You're picking up barrels. You're moving them. You're
Doing
just
my
like,
best.
you're like, I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's somewhere. Patience. You, as you're kind of like checking the ship from top to bottom, as you're passing in the bilge, a storage, kind of like a storage closet,
Mhm.
and you get the faint smell of sulfur.
Immediately stops and goes straight to the.
Right, and you open it, and when you open it, you don't see really anything of note in there. You kind of like search it all around, top to bottom. Mostly just like crates, cannonballs, rope, extra sail, canvas.
Does the Detect Magic pick up anything?
You pick up the faint traces of whatever school of magic a teleportation spell is. Because you will see the singe marks on the floor of what looks like what used to be a sigil.
Okay. She will immediately contact Tarsius to have him come and look.
It smells kind of stinky in there, Tarsius.
Yeah.
But she knows when it comes to sulfur, that's stuff that has to do with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's like.
Definitely something that your dad would have told you.
Yeah, she's just gonna point to the sigil, just like. Yeah, I don't think it was a dream.
Someone spill the eggs?
No, the smell of sulfur. I think that has to do with. She's gonna lower her voice a little bit, even though this child, has said crasser things. Yeah, she's like, that has stuff that has to do with hell.
With heck.
With heck.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bad place. Okay,
You be careful
okay.
with that language. You might get sent to HR for that.
Or to like a little more presentable and like standing up straight. Okay, what do we do? What do we do now then?
Well, I mean, I guess it teleported here, but it's gone now, but it's still. I mean, she is gonna kind of like. Kind of scratch at the sigil to kind of like mess it up.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty much like it's been expended. Like it's been
Okay.
used, and you can tell that, you know, what happened here happened here.
Mm-hmm. But what makes me nervous more so is that they know that we're here.
Oh. Hmm.
And they were trying to go after my cousin.
Oh.
Oh yeah, hey, Tarsius, we're cousins. Sybil and Patience, anyways.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah,
Um,
I just found that out today.
oh, cool.
But yeah, they were trying to go after my cousin.
Which technically now makes you and Tarsius also cousins.
Hmm.
This family's weird.
Right, odd family.
It's a whole bunch of misfits.
Family tree is a spider web.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like constant red strings.
Don't tell Wolf that.
I mean, that is how the campaign for Sacred World did
Yeah.
start, with cobwebs.
Okay. Well, cousin. Let's go tell the grown-ups and see what they want to do.
Okay.
You guys go topside.
Yep.
Right. As I'm sure the tiny hut's still there. As Dis is holding Sybil, doing his best to heat her up.
Mm-hmm.
As Sybil's just like, just very, you know, just mostly shaken. Lay down. I don't care. As you guys make it back into the tent, you tell them what you heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dis just kind of gives a sigh. Just okay. And he's gonna look to you, Greyson. Just he's gonna like nod like in the direction of the captain's quarters.
Now?
Grayson, can we talk?
Sure.
He's gonna kind of contemplate like handing Sybil over to someone. He's just gonna hold on to her. Just walk back to the captain's quarters.
So wait, is he still holding on?
He's still holding on. He contemplated handing her off, but he's just like, no, my baby.
Yeah.
So he'll walk with her into the captain's quarters. Close the door behind you.
Great,
Yes.
we'll leave the tiny hut up for everyone.
Okay.
Nothing
So you all
left
have a nice, cozy little hut to kind of hang out in. There's tea there if anybody wants it.
nice hot tea.
Curls up like a cat on one of the pillows.
Yep. Nice little wind chimes. Just so, as you enter the captain's quarters, he'll close the door behind you, Grayson. Just take a breath as he goes back to the bedroom, and he'll like grab one of the blankets in the trunk and just kind of wrap Sybil in it. Just kind of set her down on the edge of the bed. And he'll look at you, just like, I might have a solution to your ration issue. If you're willing to hear it.
Sure.
So, sir, oh my god.
I love how there's a dramatic moment and then just bark.
Right? Yeah,
He
it's like,
always breaks the tension.
it's not that he breaks the tension, it's just that my fucking neighbors decide to leave anytime I'm in the middle of this. Okay. So just with what's happening with, you know, Nolene and her pledging herself to my sister, and now these things coming after, you know, Sybil, I think I'm gonna have to take a business trip.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Are you taking her with you?
I can. I mean, technically, she.
Can. I can't take her with me.
No, it's
She
fine.
kinda-
Yeah,
She's, I know what you're going to say.
she'll be safe. I've got some, I've got, you know, I guess you can call them people. She'll be looked after. I need to
Are their names Apple and Orange?
potentially.
I'm
No,
assuming
I know
they
some guys.
tucked her in, and they're talking in the office now, like
Yeah,
behind the
they
closed
are.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, privately.
Just like, yeah, I'll take her with me.
She's gonna
mean-
love it there.
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. She'll definitely feel right at home. I need to have a conversation with someone I don't really want to talk to right now.
Yeah. And he's gonna like look over to like the journal he was writing in, and then just lean over and close it.
Okay. So he'll just kind of like look at you. Are you okay?
Right is right.
You know I don't believe you when you say that.
Why I say it.
Sure.
All right. Well, look, if I know I can trust you to, keep this ship running, even without me. So
We can dock the ship at, is it Luskin?
Luskin. And by this point, you guys would have been past Luskin.
Okay.
So you guys would be heading up towards your all like probably like a day away from your intended destination.
Okay.
It's fine. You guys, you can continue on without me. I'll find my way back.
Are you leaving now?
I mean, I might have to. I might as well do it now while, I don't want to... I'm not good at big announcements. It's fine. You can handle it. I trust you. If anything gets a little too dangerous, more than what you can handle, he'll just kind of like open his hand, and there will be a kind of like a scroll rolled up with like a red ribbon and like sealed, and it'll have your family seal on it too. He'll just like hold it out to you. Just give me a call, but only if it's a real emergency, because I can only do that once.
What spell is that?
It's Summon Fiend.
He doesn't know that naturally?
No, he doesn't, because it's a really big spell.
Not yet. Phoebus has to be 18 for that spell.
This has to be 18 for that spell, yes. It's a very big spell. So I was like, yeah, just, only in case of, like, an emergency that you cannot handle.
Right. There's a chance we might die.
Well, if you think you're gonna die, then call me.
I know, but what if I can't? Like, what if the worst thing happens?
Well, at least I'll already be in hell.
The first date.
Yeah, yeah, it's like our first date.
Alright.
Just
When we leave here, I can call him, and we won't be on a targeted ship. But no one knows about that.
swear if you bring him into another conversation again.
I'm just saying there's clearly a target on the Sea Devil. Maybe if we get on a ship that's off the radar, we won't be followed.
As much as I love knowing that it will piss him off that you consider his ship discreet.
I'm just saying.
I know. Yeah, use your discretion. If you think, his ship will be more useful.
I'm not saying it would be useful. I'm saying it's just unmarked. He's a nobody here.
Ow.
Somewhere on an ocean somewhere.
Self-proclaimed pirate lord. That doesn't mean he is one.
Yeah, anybody could throw that title around lately.
See, yes, come on. I know there's a bit of a past there, but
Mm-hmm.
trust me.
And if he shows up, he's not going to get all, handsy with you.
No.
Call you his little shat or whatever.
Oh.
No. Trust me when I say he's not the type. It was just a one-time thing back when we were teenagers.
Uh-huh.
I swear. He knows I'm married, he knows I have many children. He's not the settling down type. Or the mess around with the married man type.
Yeah, but he'll just do it to piss me off.
No, he won't.
Alright. Fine, if you think he'll help.
I don't think he'll help, but I think his ship will help.
Fine, if you think his ship will help.
I won't do it if you don't trust me.
No, I trust you. I trust you.
Okay.
I trust that you know what you're doing.
If anything, he'll go after Hawk. It's fine. Much more his type, trust me.
Hawk will
throw
play
balloon at
interference.
Yeah, see, I'll speak to Hawk, and trust me, if he has something else to focus on, I will not be anywhere near his radar.
I mean, if Hawk can handle Boone, I guess he can handle that one.
Just get us away from whatever's tracking the Sea Devil, and I'll have the crew of the Sea Devil be on high guard and maybe do the old bait and switch.
Okay, we'll see. Just
I'll keep you updated.
yeah, I know you will.
Can he send messages through to help?
Yeah, you can send messages through planes.
Okay.
There's just a 5% chance that it gets intercepted by someone else.
Okay. I'll send you messages and keep you updated.
Okay. Oh, I really don't want to do this. And he'll just he'll go, he'll get dressed, he'll grab Sybil and just kind of have her tucked up on his waist. And she just kind of pets her head.
Gray's gonna walk over to him and fix his hair and make sure he looks nice, and
He doesn't give a shit about that. It's fine.
you have your maul with you.
Always.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Gotta make sure you look presentable. Do you have anything to eat? Do you need a drink?
It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to be in hell. It's not an issue there.
I know you don't like doing this.
No, I don't. I really don't like talking to him. He's so fucking vague.
Vague and unhelpful, yes.
Yeah, very much.
What are you gonna talk to him about?
Our sister. Figure out what the fuck she's doing, because obviously this is all her. Just trying to, throw out the family pet.
When you come back, will you come back on the ship, even though it's moving? Or
Yeah, of
will
course.
you go back home?
No, I'll go back to the ship. Unless you want me to go home and check on the boys. God knows what your father's doing to them.
Yeah, it might be a good idea if you popped in back home.
Okay.
Okay. We have a
All
plan.
right. Yeah, we have a plan. I will see you when I see you.
He's going to hug him. Like, you know,
Oh yeah.
let him go. Hug and kiss him. You know.
Hug and kiss, say goodbye. I'll just kind of like gives him a little bounce in his arm. She's like, "All right, let's go meet your uncle. This will be fun. Just be a fun dad-daughter trip through hell.
Bring
I
your
love
daughter to work day.
Take your daughter to work day." He'll just
Hug and kiss Sybil. All that
Yep.
stuff.
she still
Braid
looks a little
her
shaken
hair.
up, but yeah. And Dis will close the door to the bedroom, and then he'll like open it up again, and immediately the cabin is just filled with like this wave of heat as you hear just the very familiar sounds of like tortured souls screaming. As Dis is like, "Okay, I will see you. Don't die. I'll be really pissed if I see you down there.
Drag me back up. Just don't mind the boots.
I will fuck up those boots out of spite." And he'll just step through the door, and then he'll close it. And then when the door closes, the heat dissipates, and the screams cease as you stand alone in the captain's quarters.
He'll kind of back up and like sit, like lean against his desk, and then just be very sad
Oh,
and alone. Just kind of like cross his arms and like.
okay. So with that, we will take a quick break because I think I need to take a dog out,
All right.
and we'll come back and see where you guys are headed.
Okay.
All right. Yes, here we are. Okay.
I did technically count us down. Technically, I did.
Technically. Okay.
Technically.
It's just there was a little bit of everything happening. So,
All of the time.
Greyson has bid adieu to his husband. Adieu to his other half.
All the two other halves that I like to be in between.
Okay. I'm gonna bring a Kraken in now.
You were all dead, TBK. Goodbye.
I didn't realize that I was going to make an appearance in my final form.
So, as you all kind of, is there anything else anybody's gonna want to do for this evening? Did you all kind of dry off in the tiny hut?
I'm like, yes, warmth, mostly.
Okay.
The only thing will be
We're just gonna go lay in his bed.
Okay.
the only thing will be tell Cordelia like, "Hey, look, cousins," and just
Yeah.
that's it.
Hey, you guys are also cousins. You and Tarsius.
Hey!
So as everybody, for the most part, gets cozy. The tiny hut lasts like 8 hours, right?
I believe so. Enough for a long rest.
Yeah, enough for a long rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you all get your long rest.
Fit on
Hawk
one
will
of
look
those.
at Patience and be like, hit me.
Get your catnap.
Catnap. Anybody else want a catnap?
You have to be rolling, you know.
Oh.
Oh,
If you're gonna, whoever you're catnapping, you gotta roll for that catnap.
Well, she can cast it up to 3 people.
Okay, so Hawk, are you doing it for Tarsius?
Tarsius, do you want a catnap?
Not sure.
I don't need one, but if you're very excited as a new cousin, yes, I will totally be down for it.
Catnap.
And you
Okay.
get slapped asleep.
And that was a 16 too.
Just fall back onto like a pile of pillows. Just...
Yup.
Alright, so for both of those,
Yeah, unless I don't think Cordelia.
Cordelia's just gonna like curl up next to Tarsius and just fall asleep.
She just curls up on one of those big old pillows and takes a nap.
As you just like sink into the middle. Alright, so you all find your way
Good night.
to Dreamland. It's smooth sailing from there on out.
Oh my god.
You'll eventually be awoken by the sound of the crew bustling around first thing in the morning
Yeah.
as they're getting things ready. You, for anybody who first steps out of the tiny hut before it dissipates, it's fucking cold. Like, really cold.
Immediately grabs the jacket. Just like, okay, that's why I was packing this.
Yeah. As you all kind of find out, oh, this is the time to start wearing the cold weather gear. You kind of get dressed in it.
I am sad I lack earmuffs.
As Tin, for the most part, is just going to be yelling for the captain. But when now Captain comes, he's just like, oh, okay, what the fuck do I do? Because I got to steer around all this bullshit.
Grayson will appear.
Yeah.
Teleport next to him.
Ah, is Captain sleeping in today?
Captain and Sybil are no longer on the ship.
Ah. Okay, then.
He had to go take care of some business, and then just kind of like widen his eyes when he says that. Like, I'm assuming Tin knows what that means.
Tin does know what that means, yes. It's like, okay.
The
Well,
ship is yours.
Well, goody. Well, I was going to ask what to do about, and he kind of points ahead, and you will all see this expanse of ice before you, as the wind kind of like whips around, and the wind is very biting. As Grayson, are you wearing your winter gear?
Absolutely, it's the most obnoxious like fur coat.
Of course.
Dyed in the family's like color, purple.
Of course. All right.
It's one of the noble things.
Right. All right. So as he kind of points out, you see like just this expanse of white before you. But as you kind of like look ahead, you see as it kind of like shifts and bows like with the waves as it kind of like undulates. And you'll see that it is lots of fragmented ice sitting on the sea, and you just kind of like hear like the crackling noise of the ice kind of echoing. So let me change the music now.
Oh.
As Tin kind of points ahead, and he's just like, "I don't think the Sea Devil can fit through this. She might be a little too big."
I could make a joke about that, but I'm not going to.
What if we melt the ice?
That might not be the best idea. It's going to be like that for a long time.
Plus, with these cold temperatures, the fire wouldn't do anything. It would just melt the ice, and then it would immediately refreeze, more likely than not.
Basic science. You would know if you went through magic school, and he'll point at you, Patience.
I made
Do
school.
do we have small boats like dinghies?
We do have dinghies.
I don't think dinghies will help with anything.
Well,
Are there
ding-
cracks in the ice at all?
There are.
Like,
Yeah, there are
okay.
cracks. Like, it's enough space for a dinghy to get through, but the Sea Devil itself won't be able to sail comfortably through that.
We have
like,
to
As-
they won't be able to like slowly go through it and like push the ice off to the side because the Sea Devil is reinforced with iron.
For the most part, yeah. So, Figgis, you'll see Figgis kind of like at the bow of the ship, and it's just kind of like appraising it. He's got like a kind of like a wool coat over his shoulders as he kind of like puffs at his pipe. Just, I don't know, Mr. Quartermaster. It looks like, and the ice is. We could push it, but some of it is. It's quite thick. It might actually. I'm more worried about the what the temperatures are going to do to the iron.
Do we shoot cannonballs at the ice to break it up?
It's the expense of wasting our munitions, and then something big comes along and we run out of cannons.
Throw you overboard with the cannons. I don't want to damage the ship.
So dinghies it is.
I mean, the dinghies might. The dinghies are also reinforced, so they won't be too scraped up. Just small enough to get through.
We don't have like a bird that can go and fly and like scud out and then report back.
I mean, we have a bird, but they don't fly.
Oh, okay.
You see Shiny up in the nest, just like all puffed up.
Do we want to send out a small party to see if we can see what's on the other side?
That
Then
might be
return back?
best. Yeah.
I can fly.
Yes, but how long can you fly for?
10 minutes.
So you would go 5 minutes out and then 5 minutes to get back.
Yeah.
No, we can see 5 minutes out.
I'll volunteer to go on the ship if you need me to.
I mean, a small party expedition might be what's best.
I'm not super quiet, but like, if something's out there, I can take the hit. I'm putting on my winter's cloak and trying my best to like put on the bootsies, but they rip with my hooves. Aw.
If worse comes to worse, I can create a tiny hut for us as well. That'll protect us against the elements.
I thought it would. So, do you have anyone in mind, Mr. Greyson?
Just looks around at the rest of the group. Do we all want to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, we might as well.
No, sister, you stay here for convenience sake.
I fully trust Hin and this crew to take care of the ship with me and Dis not here.
Vegas will just nod. Just like, well, we'll get the dinghy down for you.
Okay. I guess I'll
Yes, they'll
go.
prep a dinghy, and the dinghy is big enough for everyone to fit.
Cool.
Conveniently so.
I'm gonna
Where's
go
Elle?
to the.
Elle did not come with you on this journey.
Okay.
She kind of retired from her time with the Sea Devil to open up her tavern and be with her husband. So here we are.
Cool.
He'll assign quartermaster duties to Boone.
Did you hear that? I get to be in charge this time. So you all have to do what I say.
Boone, if you do anything to the ship, remember who the captain is and how much he loves this ship.
Yes, it wouldn't be the first time I've been dropped in a harbor.
Alright, I'm gonna go to my room and get like my net ready and like everything prepared.
So
And
everybody gets their stuff ready and boards the dinghy. The dinghy's lowered into the water. Who is rowing?
Not me.
I'm going to assume that. I
Yeah.
mean, Hawk would probably volunteer to row.
same, yeah.
All right, so each of you take an oar.
Yeah.
All right. Have
I mean, do we
either of you
fit in
ever
that
rowed a boat
position?
before?
Nope. Do we fit in
Nope.
that position?
Grayson will
Oh,
show them how to do that.
like this.
Like,
Just huddled together.
like, are we getting in each other's way? Because if we are, then one of us.
You're just going in circles.
Just spin circles for a minute.
Honestly, that seems kind of par for the course.
Yeah.
Tarsius and Hawk roll in intelligence.
Okay, cool.
With
Uh,
advantage
oh.
because Grayson is
Oh
teaching them.
boy.
Grayson will teach you. He will be
boy.
quartermaster of the dinghy.
What did you get?
A 6.
I got an 8.
Oh
I
Grayson,
rolled a 6.
Grayson, roll me a d10.
You did say with advantage, right, DM?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
8.
7.
8 total.
7.
Oh, that wasn't any better. Never mind.
Great start.
So what did you get, Grayson?
7.
A 7?
Yeah. Have a D10? Yes.
Take you about 7 minutes to teach these guys how to row a boat. Which, two grown adults, you're thinking it took Xavier like half that time, even like barely like a third of that time, and he was like 6.
Yeah, but we're really confined in, and it's
You
tiny.
need to sit. You need to sit next to each other and mimic each other's movements.
Okay, alright, you go. And then, like, I go off the top.
Okay, okay. Like-
Back and forward.
Yep.
Well, who goes back or forward first?
You both go at the same time.
But we have
Like-
to follow someone, right? What are we following?
You're not following anyone. Just do the. He like motions, like he shows them how to do it himself, and he's like, "You just do this over and over."
One of them, I paddle too far, and like the paddle starts going in. Oh no!
That way?
Grab it. It's the fridging water. My hair's cold.
Okay. If they lose an oar, he'll just like summon a new one.
I guess that way.
This is
There you go.
Yeah.
this is
You're gonna
harder
hang
than I thought it would be.
And it's going to take a bit of you guys kind of figuring out your rhythm of rowing and then maneuvering the boat through the ice. There are some tight turns, and every now and then you'll have to use an oar to kind of like push a block out of the way. And these are like Tarsius. When you like push into one, it's heavy. Like you know that there's a lot more to it than like what you just see right there.
Had a lot of experience with that this Saturday. Don't worry.
I'll have both of you roll me an athletics.
Wait.
That's a 16.
16, okay.
Dirty 20 for Hawk.
All right, so you guys managed to figure out how to maneuver through. So you kind of get through quickly enough. And the Sea Devil is still in sight, but every little bit it just gets a little bit farther away. You don't want to go too far to lose sight of it. But you'll know that these blocks of ice, every now and then, they'll just kind of like shift and move. And there's been like a couple close calls where you see a couple of them kind of like close in on each other. and like crash, and there's like a spray of ice. And I will have everyone roll me a perception.
I'll use you.
15.
You got any
8.
teams? 8 for patience.
14.
And 15 for Hawk.
15 for Hawk. Okay. Okay. So Hawk and Greyson. Right now, the most that you're going to hear is just like the cracking of the ice, and then the roaring of the waves, and just like the combination of the two is almost deafening in a way, as it's very loud, but it kind of settles into its own white noise after a couple of minutes of being out there. But Greyson, as you're kind of doing your level best to mimic George Washington just crossing the Delaware, as you're kind of like standing up on the boat, just kind of like observing, looking very noble, as you kind of scan around and see if there's anything to be seen. It almost all looks the same. Almost. There's some variation in like heights and shapes of these blocks of ice. Some of them looking full on like icebergs. When you hear a scream kind of call out among the ice, and then there's a moment where you see a flash of red as you see this. Let me get you on that map, actually. One moment. Please, will I grab it? Where is she? Oh.
Or does Grayson and Hawk see this?
Greyson and Hawk will see this.
Okay, Hawk, do you see what I see?
As you see kind of like a flash of red, and you will see a young tiefling woman kind of stranded on one of these blocks of ice, as she is being cornered by... At first you didn't see it. At first you thought it was a part of the ice, but you see it shift, and then you're like, that is the biggest bear I have ever seen. As you see these massive white bears, like these long black claws, these beady white eyes, as one of them is circling her. And she just kind of like slowly backs up to the edge of the ice, and her foot kind of slips for a moment, and she almost loses balance. She like steadies herself as she kind of like holds onto the hood of her cloak.
You just cloak, or does she actually have like ice gear?
She's dressed in full winter gear. Like she's got like the ice boots and everything, but she's trying to like keep balance on this like small shelf of ice.
Hell is that?
The random person in the middle of nowhere trying to be eaten by a bear, yeah. Hawker's gonna look around and be like, where on earth did this person come from? Like, how did they randomly come to be out on this little bit of ice in the middle of nothing?
We go and help them, perhaps they can answer those questions for you.
Fair.
I mean, it's the same as what Grayson saw as you're kind of like rowing. You'll notice that there's like different variations, sizes, and shapes of these like ice, like bits of ice that are just floating around. But yeah, as far as you know, this looks like this person came completely out of nowhere. At first it was like stark white, and then there's a person. Alright, so you guys are gonna row over?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Is Tarsius able to row, like, by himself, by chance?
He could.
Tarsius,
Yeah.
are you able to do this? I can haste you, and we can get there very fast.
I'll get really sleepy afterwards. No, it's fine. I can do it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got it. Just start rolling.
Alright. Alright, roll me in athletics, bro.
Okay.
Yep. All right, that's 17.
17, okay. So, you're gonna squeeze through there. Put you right there. As you kind of row closer, and the ice shelf itself stands maybe like about 6 to 7 feet above the water.
6 to 7.
Grayson's going to call out to the woman.
Okay.
I can switch places with you.
She kind of like turns around, startled by your voice. Just, okay. How would you do that?
The word, and I can do it.
Okay.
He will do his teleportation spell,
All right.
cantrip, and swap places with her.
All right.
So she is now on the ship, and he is on the iceberg.
Ooh.
Patience was just about to be like, I could have casted fly on you, but okay.
And she'll just kind of like zoop and then put you there. Boop. She'll like appear on the ship, on the boat, and she'll just kind of like fall back into you, Hawk, just like very startled by the movement. Just like, oh, teleportation. Got it. Okay. Wow, must be a really high level caster. That's cool.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you, welcome aboard our humble vessel.
Thank you. Just kind of like get up off of you, Hawks. I'm sorry.
That's
Kind of rude.
okay.
Sorry. She'll just kind of tuck her hair.
I know what Patience is gonna do.
Are you okay?
Well, I guess now, yeah. They kind of snuck up on me. Did you have any idea that they can like perfectly camouflage on the ice? Like that is so cool.
I mean, yeah, kind of. But that is really interesting. I mean, it's cool. I can't do that.
Yeah,
so,
they like cover their noses with their paws so that you can't see them.
Patience is
Do you-
just like,
That's actually kind of cute.
oh, sorry. Jesus,
Go
what
ahead.
were you saying?
Oh, you can go first if you want.
Oh, yeah. Because Patience is gonna kind of like peek up and see the bear that's going towards Greyson and just
It's a
being
big
like,
bear. Like you've seen bears before, but this is like a really big bear.
she's just gonna cast Speak with Animal. I know.
Uh-huh.
And she'll
Okay.
just be like, hey, don't do that.
Stop
The
it.
bear just kind of stops, like very
Stop it.
confused.
Stop it.
Like looks at the boat. What? Why?
I wouldn't really mess with him or any of us. We have spells, and I really don't want to hurt you.
That's the biggest fish I've ever seen.
That's not
See
a
how
fish.
long that is? It's almost like an oarfish.
That's not a fish. It's someone that can cast magic and they can really hurt you.
Oh, I don't want to be hurt.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
Okay.
Protect these bears
That's
with
a
our
3.
life.
Okay.
So what?
Protect these bears with our lives.
Yeah.
If you have any idea, these are endangered species,
she's
guys.
just gonna kind of like look at them and she's like, "Are you She's gonna switch back to common. What's the word that animals where they eat both meat and veggies?
Omnivores is what
Omnivores.
the tiefling says very quickly.
Are you guys omnivores by any chance? I know bears in the woods are usually omnivores. Are you omnivores?
I don't know what an omnivore is,
Do you eat
but
veggies too,
I-
or
I
just
like-
meat?
I like to eat fish, and I like to eat, stuff that I catch in the water.
Can I offer you a good berry?
I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna go look for more fish.
Okay.
Polar bears
Barrels.
are actually the only bears that hunt people.
Yeah,
That's terrifying to think about.
Yep.
they are strictly carnivores.
They can smell blood from what, like 10 miles away or some shit like
Oh
that?
yeah. Polar bears are
Those
kind
numbers-
of cool.
Conversations go on, Grayson's just like adjusting the cuffs of his sleeves, and he's like, I really don't want to use my magic here, but
The bear just kind of like sizes you up, Grayson, and like he looks over at you again, Patience. Like, I think I'm gonna go find something else. This one doesn't have a lot of meat.
Yeah.
excuse me, he turns around, he's like, it's all back here! It's bigger than you anyway.
Looks like it's already
Uncle
taken.
Grayson,
Goodbye.
you're not helping yourself.
They're just kind of like hop, and they hop on the ice. They just kind of
Dope.
go away.
Can you bring the boat around?
As I'm doing that, DM, does
Yes.
our new tiefling friend, do they look like their nose is really frosty, like their hooves or boots have been like on the ice for a while, like
So
Did-
she, you see that she has kind of like the ice boots on with like the spikes in them to kind of like keep you steady on the ice. She does look pretty frosty. Her red face, she's red, but she already like her cheeks look very flushed You see like ice kind of like sticking to her eyelashes.
Okay. All right.
She just kind of like bundles up in her, like she's got like a thick fur coat on.
I'll move the boat so Greyson can hop on.
Hawk will sit there and be like, what are you doing out in the middle of nothing?
As the boat will just kind of like sidle up to the ice. Oh, research.
On I? Or are you
Well-
studying the bears?
Kinda, yeah. I got a little too close. Sorry, I'm a calf. And she'll just kind of like hold a mitten out to you.
And he'll take her hand and shake it and be like, Hawk, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I was with my research team, but we kind of got separated.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Whereabouts were you, like, where y'all, like, what is the word I want, headquartered at?
Oh, well, and she'll just kind of like look around. Oops, I don't know where I am. Huh. She'll just kind of like, she'll like reach into her bag and she'll pull out like it looks like a compass, and you'll see as like the needle just like keeps kind of spinning. She's like, ooh, yeah, that's weird. Okay. I lost track of them.
That's okay. I mean, were you here with any, like, particular group of people or anything? I mean, maybe we could, if we know anything about them, we could help get you back where you came from.
Fucking hoof.
Yeah, she's like tapping her hoof, like really like
Yeah,
jittery.
you're really
Just 'cause-
jittery.
Yeah,
Can
because
Gray roll
she's
to see if
listening to what they're saying, but she's trying not to interrupt.
What's up, Grayson?
Can Gracie to roll and see if she's bullshitting? Or lying? Or
Yeah, roll me an
Nothing.
insight.
ooh. 18 plus 6.
She doesn't seem like she's bullshitting. Like she seems a little weird, you know. But you know that's you've met all kinds of academics in your time at school, so it's per the norm that you know some people kind of tend to put their lives, you know, their research over their own like well-being. You've seen people write dissertations for like finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. As people are asking questions, Patience is just like tapping her hoof, like really like fast paced, like somebody who.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's just gonna be like, "Have you seen another tiefling that's like that might possibly be on your team?" And she just kind of like covers her mouth.
Another tiefling. No, I'm the only tiefling.
Crestfallen.
Oh, poor baby. Everybody roll me a perception as this conversation's going on.
Perception.
Great.
Kind of sitting
on
up
it.
out, yes.
19.
19, okay.
15.
What'd you get, Tarsius?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm busy rowing.
You're just kind of like keeping... You kind of have like one oar just kind of like in the ice as you're trying to keep the boat from like drifting too far.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Grayson, very, very ceremoniously just walks off of the iceberg and just onto the ship, the little thingy.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw,
son of
actually,
a
because
I was saying,
You're not-
wasn't it high up?
it's like 7 feet. It's like a 7
That's
foot
what I
fall.
thought.
Oh no.
Also, Grayson, are you wearing any
7.
different kind of footwear?
Oh,
other than your
absolutely
fur
not.
coat? Okay,
Perfect.
good to know. What'd you get?
7.
All right, as you go to take your first grand step, your boot hits the ice. Your normal, everyday walking boot. As
No,
it
these aren't
slips
normal
forward.
every day. These are handmade.
Not made for
Laced
ice expeditions.
They are not made for expeditions. They're made for people to look at my legs.
All right, well, they're going to see as your legs go completely forward, as like you take your step and your foot slides completely forward and you almost like fall into a splits as you just kind of slide awkwardly forward.
He can fall into a split. That's fine.
What?
He can fall into a splits. That's fine.
Right. Well, you fall straight into a splits, and you just kind of like slide forward, and just kind of like fold over the shelf onto the boat, and just hit back first.
Oh. He'll quickly stand up and brush himself off.
She just kind of looks over and is like, "Are you okay?
Yes, completely fine. You saw nothing.
Do you... okay. Sure, alright." So, as you kind of right yourself up, Greyson, you kind of look over her shoulder, and you just see like this massive, kind of like this massive stretch of iceberg just kind of drifting towards you all. And Hawk, you notice that too.
Notice what?
The kind of like this massive like iceberg, just kind of like drifting towards your location.
Like
What did you get?
drifting,
I got a 21.
and,
Yeah, you
and
do
it
see that.
looks
Yeah.
unnatural compared to the way that everything else is moving.
Yes. As it looks like, so you have, at first you see like this just massive, like kind of like jagged looking, like series of ice. And then you see as the front end, kind of drifts one way. And then you see the back end drift an opposite way. And it just kind of snakes.
How
together.
big is it?
I'm going to say gargantuan.
Oh,
We should move.
Is there any
Jason's
such thing
just
as a
looking like
giant ice turtle?
She's just gonna grab onto and just kind of like shake, like, I think that's a dragon. 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 That's a big
Who
dragon.
are you saying that to?
She's just saying that to everybody, just like muttering it, like.
Greyson, you have
and-
someone tugging on your coat very, very earnestly.
He is gonna look at it. Does it look like a dragon?
At the moment, it just looks like a cluster of icebergs.
He's gonna detect thoughts and try to pinpoint it that direction.
Okay, you detect thoughts into that direction, and you get something very old, something very, very almost not playful, but it's definitely enjoying. It's almost like a primal kind of enjoyment, as it's currently
Oh, like
stalking.
hunting.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Yes. Great.
As you
guys,
say that out
move.
loud.
Yes, he will.
Yes, hunting.
We need to move now.
Yep.
Hawk's gonna drop down next to Tarsius, like, let's do this, big guy.
It's getting closer. It's coming at you very fast now.
Oh God!
As at
You-
first it was
now?
about 100 feet out. Now it's coming about
Mhm.
60.
Rowing.
Yeah.
Either one of you
Oh.
now, please.
Yeah, we're
Hawk is
rowing.
popped down next to Tarsius and we're like, let's do this.
Yep.
All right,
Let's go.
roll me athletics.
Okay.
Both
Let's
of you.
not fuck it up. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Straight roll. Let's go.
Plus 8. Hawk got a 24.
Shit.
Okay.
That is a 14.
14. Okay. There's gonna be a little bit of a lag from Tarsius' end.
I got plus 5 to
Hawk, you start-
strength, but I don't have any of my physical things trained. They're all mental.
Nice, very nice. As Hawk, you kind of start rowing before Tarsius does, so the boat just kind of like starts spinning a little bit to the side.
Sorry.
But you do kind of more or less drift as you right yourselves and you start rowing in the correct direction. And just as you move from where you were, there is just this crash of icy water
Ooh.
as this very, very big white dragon breaches the surface as it rears its head up and it lets out just this thunderous noise.
I've seen that somewhere before.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I get a specific noise.
Oh, no.
As this thing opens its maw and it is going to shoot its breath at all of you. Yes?
Grayson cast Tiny Hut
Okay.
on the boat.
All right. You do that.
Okay. No spells or anything magical can penetrate through the boat. We just gotta keep moving.
That is very correct, yes.
I
As,
saw my life flash before my eyes.
as you see it's open its mouth, and you just, like, see, like, frost collecting in the air, like, just almost hanging there, and then it looks like an entire, like, winter storm just shoots out of its mouth at all of you. My god, Cat, can you calm down?
I just reached back to pet him and he just went down. What the hell?
Dumbass. Anyway.
DM, I sent you a thing as much as I don't wanna. I sent you a thing.
Okay. Okay, we'll see. Hello.
Yeah.
Random noise.
It's the dragoon.
Okay. Alright, Greyson. I'm gonna have you roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
This music, though.
21.
Okay.
Oh, this music, though.
So, let me do something. Yeah, this music is so fucking cool.
I'm so scared.
I just found it.
This music gives me anxiety.
Good. That's what it's supposed to do.
I can do a thing, but I can only do it for myself.
That's okay.
And that's Misty Step.
So I'm going to need everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Try to use my
As
reaction.
the tiny-
no.
You can.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
9. Okay.
13.
23.
23. Okay, pass.
13 for Tarsius.
That's fair.
Yeah.
26, natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And then, somebody needs to roll for Cordelia.
I can roll d20, but I don't know what her stats are.
All right, that's fine.
Greyson got advantage in chat.
Not 20 for my sis, obviously.
Okay, I'll take the nat 20 as a success.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks.
Greyson, you can roll that con save with advantage if you wish.
I'm gonna save that.
Okay,
I already rolled it, so.
got it. All right.
Oh, fuck.
As you guys are just blasted with this massive wall of ice, as with the success of the Arcana check, that technically will half the breath weapon down for anybody who failed,
Whew.
and if you succeeded, that's going to half the half.
Okay. Damn.
Let me roll that real quick.
Oh, God.
This is an ancient baby. Oh, my
Ancient.
god.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it is.
So,
Ugh.
fuck ton of damage.
Yeah. That's enough to make
Stop clicking.
I can't.
He's like, I need more
Stop
dice.
clicking.
I need
no!
all the dice. I need all the dice. Okay, so that's actually pretty good for y'all because that's lower than the median.
Okay.
So let me half this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so the half, and this is going to be for those that failed, is going to be 28 cold damage.
Okay, I can do
So
20.
half of that.
And so I'm going to
At
take
least
half of that for the people that succeeded is going to be 14.
Okay.
And that's just because Greyson succeeded on his Arcana
A
check for his
69
tiny hut.
HP. Nice.
So Greyson manipulated his hut to shield you from some of the damage from a non-magical attack.
Awesome. Thank you.
As you
Thanks.
you cast your tiny hut and you kind of like you see as the breath weapon's coming, Greyson, and you like throw in like a couple of additional sigils as you try to alter the matter of your conjured hut. As it takes the brunt force of the breath, but still some like ice shards like break through the fabric of the tent and through the magic of it as it kind of cuts into all of you. So Yes.
Everybody has advantage now.
Yes, that.
Oh shit.
Or the party has advantage.
The party has advantage, so remember that. As the
Fuck.
boat is just rocked to the side, and there's a moment where you feel like it's about to capsize on you all. As it hits into a shelf very roughly, and you're all jostled.
Mhm.
As the dragon just kind of like rears itself up out of the ocean, and it kind of tries to balance its weight on some of the shells, but you see as the ice just kind of crumbles underneath its weight, and it just kind of falls back into the water. And it looks at you and it grins. And there's a moment where you're afraid the dinghy is stuck as Tarsius. You're trying to like push it out of the ice as some of the ocean itself just kind of furrows with the breath attack, and you're just kind of like chipping it away.
Fuck. All right. Yeah.
And it starts to swim closer to you all. And then the water just kind of explodes in front of your boats and creates this wall that shields you all. As you hear yelling from the opposite side, towards y'all's right. As you see this... Hold on. This boy, kind of holding out what looks to be a staff made out of bone. As you see this frost giant, who Hawk, with your time with frost giants, you know that this one is a lot smaller than the usual ones that you've kind of run into. As he only stands maybe about 10 feet tall. It's very small. As he's holding out his staff, and you see his blue eyes are just ignited with magic, as you hear him kind of, in this echoey voice, kind of chanting out this incantation in my god, I forgot the word for it, but in his tongue.
And giant?
It's in giant, but it's actually an offset in Jotun.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an offset of giant, where the word, you kind of figured this out as you were kind of studying with them, that there is, it's kind of like trying to like, Latin and like comparing it with other languages and what have you. So it's in the same branch. So you get the gist of it.
Well, that's convenient. Should we just keep by?
Yes.
As you
Jumping
hear
at the
McCats
ice.
just like, oh, that's they're from my group.
Okay.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this moment,
Is your
I'm prob-
group out here researching ice dragons? Ice
kinda.
breathing? I don't envy your line of work. Oh,
At this moment,
Let's
Tarsius
fucking
is like
work,
punching
really?
the ice, trying to break it, so he can like.
Hawk can move in row. Hawk can talk in row.
That is 19, so 24.
24. All right, you managed to get the dinghy out as it kind of slides back into the water.
Ah, okay, good.
To all. Ooh, oh, wait, wrong layer.
If he has a chance, and
Sure.
there's ice that damaged the dinghy or was frozen on the water, he is going to try to grab some of the ice from the breath weapon itself and try to
Okay.
like just put it underneath him and then worry about it later. But he just wanted
Alright,
like
sure.
a piece of that ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have grabbed a shard as you were like kind of wrenching the boat free.
Okay, cool.
So you get rowing with the dinghy as you see this young frost giant just kind of like holding position as he keeps concentration on this wall of water. As he just kind of like pushes it forward, and you see there's a moment where like the dragon's claws kind of like claw through it and then just kind of disappear behind it once again. As I'll need both Tarsius and Hawk roll me athletics as you're rowing as fast as you can.
You rolled a 19, so I'll do you again.
30-20.
Okay.
9.
Mm.
Want to use your advantage?
You do have an advantage.
Yeah, let's use it. Okay. Cool. That advantage bumped it up from a 9 to a 13.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you.
If you're not moving as fast as you want to, is like your panic is kind of has you guys out of sync for a minute. But you just kind of slowly make your way over, and the frost giant just kind of like looks at you all, and he points. And Hawk, you kind of make out him saying, "Cave now."
Cave. There's a cave. There's a cave. There's a cave that way.
Yeah. Which McCath's like, cave. Oh yeah, our research cave. Yeah. I think I know where that is.
I'm gonna need you to know. We're
yeah,
rowing. I'm gonna need you to know.
Just, I guess go where he pointed, and I'll figure it out.
Uh-huh.
As you kind of row, and when when you guys are like a good distance away, the giant drops the wall of water, and when he drops it, you don't see the dragon anymore. It just looks like the water is just kind of churning. You see more ice just kind of like crashing in on itself as the giant just kind of like stands motionless and just kind of like slowly starts to back up. And you will notice, Hawk, as he backs up, he does have like a noticeable kind of like limp in his step, and he has to use his staff to kind of like hold his weight up for him. But he kind of keeping an eye on you, he'll just kind of like point and like give you like a general direction of which way to row. And as you row, you'll find yourself upon a kind of like a larger cluster of icebergs. This time, actually, icebergs. As you see what looks to be a kind of like a little alcove, as you guide your boat through it, and find yourselves inside of this cavern. So let me get y'all in there. This boy over here. Oop. All right. So find yourselves in this ice cavern, and it looks like it's been pretty much outfitted for a good long stay. As you see, kind of like these woven mats, kind of littering some parts of the cavern, as just a means to walk without slipping. Some metal fire pits going just to give some warmth. A couple of like tents that look like they're made out of some kind of leather or hide. You see what looks to be like a little research station with a table and like various instruments, cages, some chains, and then you see two people just kind of like hanging out there. As you guys kind of pull your dinghy onto the little shore, and the cat just kind of like jumps out, just kind of dusts herself off of the ice, just like yeah. So this is it. Hey, we're alive. That's cool. That was really cool.
Shaken
As you're all just kind of standing there.
That was a big dragon.
As you see two people there. One of them turns around to face you, and at first you don't register their face as a person because they it looks like they have very large eyes at first, but it's just the goggles that they're wearing, just like with a variety of like lenses over it. As both of these people are bundled in the same kind of winter gear, kind of like furred coats, cloaks. Yes, we'll get to that. We will get to that. As this one, she's wearing a variety of like belts and pouches over her winter coat. Her brown hair is just kind of like kind of like half in a braid, half messy. And she kind of like puts her goggles up on her head. You see that she's got like a variety of things. She has like an alligator head. She has like this like it looks like a giant toad that's just kind of like hanging off of her belt, which also looks like it's expired. She'll just kind of like, "Oi, where'd you go?" So the cat's like, got lost. Frosty found me though," and he just kind of like gives a little awkward. She reaches over to try to pat the frost giant, just like kind of stops, like, "No, okay." She'll just kind of walk back over here. As yes, she will see that there's like a research table with like instruments and like books and papers, and then you see like this giant like glass vat, and in that vat is a beholder that's just floating there, and it looks pickled.
Ew.
As it's very much dead, but it's floating there. As you see another individual just kind of skirting near the other tent as they watch you, just very tall, very thin, very pale, with like sleek brown hair just kind of like braided in a simple braid over their shoulder, as they're wearing like a dark purple winter coat. They just kind of like stare at you all and just watch. As Frost Giant just kind of looks at all of you, just grunts, and then walks over this small little spot where it looks like a pile of bones and just some furs. That's just where they're hanging out. As the cat's like, "Oh yeah, so and she'll turn around. So these guys saved me from some polar bears, and then those polar bears, they also saved me from a dragon. I think we just all kind of saved each other from the dragon, because that just kind of popped out of nowhere. Yeah. Oh, so
Yep.
and she just kind of like beckons you all over. She's like, "Don't be shy. It's fine." This is and she's just kind of like, it looks like she's like trying to remember, like, Josephine. That's Josephine. That one over there. She points over to the silent individual. Just I don't know their name yet. They don't talk to me at all.
Hello, I'm Tarsius. Nice to meet you.
She'll just kind of, the one named Josephine, just kind of like looks at you, just like, "Okay," and she just goes back to her work. As she starts to work, you will hear. Actually, everybody, roll me a perception. Cordelia is going to immediately go to the fire and just warm up. Kind of walks up to one of the fire pits, like holding her hands out to warm herself. She looks across to the silent individual. They just kind of give each other like a nod, and then she just goes back to warming herself.
That's an 18.
Okay, good. All right.
A 13.
Same, 13.
13 crack. What'd you get, Greyson?
Non-nat 20.
Non-nat 20. Okay. Patience and Greyson. You will hear muffled swearing coming from a leather bag on the table. As you see the bag kind of like shifting and moving.
Straight up and go walk over to it.
God. Yeah, Patience is also gonna follow Greyson, just kind of like, where'd you say it was at?
On the table. A bag on the table.
Yeah. She'll just go over there too. She doesn't give a shit. She'll.
As you go over there, there is also a skeleton of a dragon, just kind of like laying on the ice.
Just kind of looking at it like, and then she'll look back over at the bag and just mutter, "Hello."
As you say hello, the bag stops jostling, and just, "Whoever the fuck is out there, get me the fuck out of this bag!"
Why not?
Alright. You reach into the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Sounds about right. 22!
Alright. You reach into the bag and you feel the bag jostle, and you kind of like pull your hand back just before your fingers get like bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you reach in again and you grab, and your hands wrap around Bone and you pull it out, and you are now holding this fox skull as its mouth just kind of like hangs open. And you are
Cool.
holding Mark Anthony.
That's cool.
And that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
So, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, and the plot thickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah. I
So
do.
we'll pick it up again in 2 weeks and find out what the fuck Mark is doing there.
Mark, what are you doing here?
Marky, what you doing, bud?
What you doing, Mark?
All right. So, all right. We'll see you guys later. Have a good
Bye.
night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.